Hey sports fans, I just bought this boat off Facebook Marketplace for $5,000. It's a 22-foot Hurricane deck boat. And you might be thinking, why would you spend $5,000 on this piece of junk? Well, look at that. The seat's broken, seats are torn. Why did I spend $5,000 on this? Because of this. It's a newer 4-stroke motor. There's $5,000 in value right there. I got an aluminum trailer. Doesn't need a whole lot of work. Probably go through the bearings. Some new tires. These tires are pretty bald. So I am going to fix this boat up. And this will be my new bass boat when I do bass charters out in the Everglades. You can tell that she's been out there dying in this Florida sun. Oh man, there's probably water in there. Got a lot of work to do. Wait till you see what's going to happen to this. So my plan is, I have a 150 Yamaha. I'm going to take the 115 off, maybe sell it, maybe put it on something else. But I'm going to put a 150 on it. I'm going to put a power pole on it. I'm going to put a trolling motor on it. I'm going to fix some of the upholstery. I'm going to rewire it, all new switches, gauges, bilge pump, automatic bilge pump, maybe even a live well or some live bait. It's got rod holders. They're broken, but maybe some rod holders. All this is coming off. Get rid of the railing. I might leave the couches for people to sit, and maybe this piece of railing here. Since it's the heat of the summer, I am doing the upholstery first because it's in the high 90s out here during the day. So it's early in the morning. I'm going to go ahead. I got these cushions off. I'm going to get these backrests off. I'm going to work on those. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cushion and end it right here, and then this big thing right here, gone. Those are gone. Those are gone. The railing's gone. So from here forward, it's all open. Well, I'm not a professional upholstery guy, but I know just enough to do a little bit. Looks kind of, I messed up a little right there. And I didn't pull that tight enough. By the time I was done, though, I did pretty good. That was the first one. And you can see as I got towards the end, these are the last two I did. I got better at it. Am I gonna redo that? Nope, it's fine. So you see how I ended it right here, and I'll just cover this with some of this gray material. I'm not going to do the seat. I have another seat I'm going to put in there. So I know what I did wrong. I used pieces to pull that down instead of this one. I had one solid piece all the way across, so you could see where the pieces are pulling down and where it's not. I might pop that back out and redo that one, and then it would look a whole lot better. This boat came with a full cover, and I'm gonna cover these cushions so that the sun doesn't beat them up in the weather. Just to keep it covered there. Just, I want it to still look new when I get everything done. I have a Garmin that will fit right in here. I'm going to eliminate that. I'll just have a tachometer and a fuel gauge. Tachometer and a fuel gauge. And the Garmin GPS depth sounder right there. So this is the best way to make any kind of marine electrical connection. You got a clear heat shrink tube and the crimp. The crimps that have the heat shrink tube already built in, when you crimp it, you squeeze the tube and poke a hole in it. But when you're done, you can see into it, so if it turns green or burns, you can see it, and there's no puncture holes in the heat shrink tubing. Alright, so I got my dash panel in. Garmin's fired up. Transducer is working. Select. Of course, it's not going to read real well on land, but everything is working. And now I got switches all wired in, lights are working, power. So I've gone ahead and replaced the fuel line. It's real brittle, you can't even bend it. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's all collapsed in there from ethanol. So new fuel lines, another expense. Boats are expensive. So the side of this boat, you see the decals are all faded and it just looks like crap. So I'm going to touch this up. What I'm doing here is freshen up the white. Going to freshen up the white. Some regular just white spray paint. This is sticky stuff. It's not perfect, but it looks a whole lot better, 100 times better. It's just a little white paint. Now what I can do is touch up these decals. I considered putting a wrap over the side, but it was $500. And I thought, you know what? Can of $3 spray paint, look at it now. Looks great. Now the other side. Looks bad. Took me about an hour to do that side, so it'll take me about an hour to get this side done. Alright, now we need to work on the lights. This one on this side works, the one on that side doesn't. But if you look up here, I got wires hanging down, I got lights hanging off. So I'm gonna light this thing up. I do like trailer lights. So I'm using the jumper pack to connect the lights. The trailer is ground. The white wire in there is the ground. The brown wires are the running lights. The yellow and the green are the brake and turn signal lights. So we're just gonna power everything up, figure out what's going on down there, and get all the lights working.